Hey y'all, it's Jordan from Jordan Budgets. Today we are cash stuffing a little bit into our weekly binder, and then most of what we have is going into our 1 month ahead binder. Before we start chatting and catching up and stuffing this into our binders though, let's count this cash and make sure we have what I think we have. I know we have a ton of ones for some reason, but it should total $245. 50, 70, 90, 110, 30, 50, 70, 90, 200, 210, 15, 20, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45. $245. How are you guys doing? How was your week? What are you excited about this coming week? Please let me know in the comments. I always love hanging out with you guys down there in the comments after the video is up. Let me know what's going on with you guys. It has been very busy and exciting around here. I will give you guys just a quick sneak peek into my living room. This is what's going on right now. So I have a new sofa and a new rug. I got them from Wayfair and Amazon. I'll link them below just in case you're interested. But this is, it makes a huge difference in my life because we got rid of all of our big furniture when we moved away from Mississippi. I made 4 moves this last year in 1 year because almost like a little under a year ago, I moved out of that rental property that was just terrible into the tiny space. I mean, this seems so much harder than it should be. I moved into a tiny space in Mississippi, then to Iowa, and then to this different space, our like forever spot in Iowa. So it's been 4 different places within a year, but 3 moves within a year. Is that right? Oh my God, y'all, I'm so bad at math. Anyway, whenever we moved out of Mississippi, I got rid of all of my big furniture. So none of the rest of the living room is like how it's going to be. Like because it's just little stuff that I had, like the curtains, and there's like a table that has the boys' TV that's actually going in their bedroom. Anyway, like none of the rest of it is finalized, but the rug is new and the sofa is new. So I'm very excited about that. So I just kind of wanted to show you guys quickly, like I put together that sofa all day yesterday. So it's been busy around here. Groceries, we're not going to stuff. I will talk about why in just a second. Gas. So we didn't spend our gas money this last week. We had $20. I am almost literally on E. So we're going to go ahead and put another 20, 20, 40. We're putting 40 more in, so we have $60. This will get me almost all the way full for this week. So just to wrap up the house conversation real quick, I am going to be doing a tiny house tour, like empty house tour soon. So if that interests you, please stick around. And then I'm redoing the living room on a budget. So if that interests you, like wait for that video too. I don't know how some people, like they redo their entire living room, for example, or they'll redo an entire house in like a weekend. I have to like see the pieces slowly. So I will have a kind of living room renovation on a budget, but I'm giving myself a full month to do it. These were just the first 2 pieces. So I won't be sharing the rest of the living room until I share it in its completed video. But I was gonna do a cash stuffing yesterday. I did not because I was putting together that sofa because my back needed a sofa. We just had camping chairs in there. We are gonna be cash stuffing the rest of the money into 1 month ahead. This is a true month ahead. Now, in the past, I had always liked to stuff all of my money into the monthly binder, which I would love to get back to that. But when we were stuffing the monthly binder, I was ahead on the mortgage and, you know, groceries. Like I'd be ahead at least in a couple categories, and we're just trying to catch up on like the couple more categories. Well, we are treating this whole binder now as the 1 month ahead. Reminder, these are in my shop, and so you can get them like to say a month ahead, or whichever month they launched can also be a title option, or they can be left blank and the front would just look like the back page does, just blank. But I'm using these as a true month ahead for everything right now because I am paying everything as it happens right now. The only money set aside that you don't see here is for my mortgage for this coming month. I could stuff it into here, but then I'm just gonna be pulling it right back out. And like, I just feel like, let's keep this a true, like we're trying to get a full month ahead. And so that money is just off screen. I do have $500 set aside for the mortgage for this coming month because we're entering the end of the month, and I would like to have that $800, you know, like and not have to scramble on the last couple days of the month. So I do have some mortgage money set aside so far. But this is money that truly gets to get rolled over until we are fully $800 ahead, and then we can start using it the next month. I was about to pull this and stuff into it, but I think we'll start, because we have so many ones, let's start with this monthly savings challenge, because sometimes I have a bunch of ones for whatever reason, like I've just spent money and it's kind of accumulated. And sometimes I have a bunch of 20s and 50s because I just wanted to go to the ATM, you know? So like it just kind of it changes. What I have just kind of like changes and shifts. So I'm trying to get a different highlighter. So let's start with the monthly savings challenge, because of course we're gonna need a lot of ones for a lot of these. And as we're stuffing this, we're just gonna kind of chat and catch up, and I'll tell you kind of how we're handling grocery money this week and all of the things. Okay, so let's go ahead and pull $2 to put $2 towards the monthly savings challenge. Okay, so what is going on, guys, is I do get paid my YouTube check in just a couple of days. So thank you, thank you, thank you. If you subscribe to my channel, if you watch my videos, if you like the videos, all of those things contribute to helping me get a YouTube check. So thank you to you guys. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I really appreciate it. We're gonna add $6. And I'm gonna use the $380 I'm getting from YouTube this month for groceries for the week and for my youngest birthday. So my youngest turns 8. Oh my gosh, how time is flying. My youngest turns 8 this weekend, and so I am doing much more of a low-key birthday than what I typically do. I typically have a lot more money saved up. I kind of splurge on like hanging out with friends or going on a vacation or like getting a big present. We're not doing any of that this year, y'all. I might end up documenting it, but just in case I don't, like, I think I'm going to buy a really cheap birthday cake from Walmart. He wants it to be Pokemon themed, so I think instead of even getting them to decorate it, I might buy some kind of little decoration kit, and I will just buy a cheap cake and we'll kind of decorate it together. I think that would be fun. He wants a couple of small presents, and then whatever money I would be spending on presents, he wants that money in his hands to go shop for Pokemon cards. We might just be going like to Walmart to buy Pokemon cards. I honestly don't know. I know that he wants the money though. He wants his own money. So we're gonna put 20, oh, we just went against what I said we were gonna do. I hate to just stuff once just because I have it. We might roll it over and just use some next week. And we'll come back to this one in a little bit if we have any money left. But anyway, okay, for now we're just gonna stop there on this one because I think we can use some of this in the more important categories, or like the more figured out categories, like the mortgage. Long story short, on the birthdays, I think we're gonna do it rather cheap. I might end up filming to do some like tips and ideas that I do have and kind of how it ends up going. In case I don't though, just know, thank you so much for the YouTube check. It is $384 maybe. It should hit in a couple days, hit my bank account, and it will be all the grocery money for the week and his birthday presents and all of his, you know, anything to do with his birthday. That is where we're pulling the money from this year since we don't have it saved. Mortgage, let's put a 50 here. So 50, 70, 90, 110, 115 towards mortgage. I did, after we were done filming, I went ahead and kind of wrote that we added $65. I'm gonna keep tracking this. I'm just writing off screen after we're done stuffing, just because it goes by quicker during the filming if I do it this way. Bills, let's add $20 to bills. Okay, just to let you guys know where we're at money-wise, because I know the cash stuffings are so low. My income right now is so low, guys, and if you are supporting the shop, thank you so much. I really appreciate it. I've been working on some new ideas that should come in the next week or two, just depending on when I have the time to get them up. $20, $40, $45 towards bills. These are my current bills. They are, there we go, electric, phones, internet, and car. That's what I have currently going on. Those bills can expand at any given moment, but you know, we just moved, and that's sort of what I'm covering and helping to cover family-wise and property-wise, in addition to part of the mortgage. Subscriptions, we're gonna skip for now. These are just blank so that we can add in as we think of categories. And groceries, yeah, let's go ahead and put 20, let's add 40, 20, 40, 60 now towards groceries. That is one of my biggest expenses. It is actually my biggest expense. It's probably about as much as the mortgage is at this moment. Oh yeah, I was just saying that the cash savings may look a little bit pitiful for a time. I did accrue, is that a word? Some debt as I've moved. Like I've said 3 or 4 times this year, I've moved houses. And so that has, of course, there's been some debt that has come with that. And then now we don't have any furniture because I got rid of all of the furniture after we left, like in the move from Mississippi to here, because I only had so much space in the U-Haul and most of it was work stuff. And then the little bit of space I did have, I decided to keep like memorabilia and camping and clothes, like the little things that add up instead of the big furniture pieces that would take up so much room. So I really had to get that rug. Like I didn't have to get the rug, I guess, but it was so echoey in here. I feel like I had to get the rug for the living room, and the sofa was about $600 or so. So, I mean, I had to get a couple of pieces. I feel like this is just a season of life. We're gonna be in a bit of debt, and I'm just trying to keep it as low as possible. And maybe we can start doing some debt videos. I have not been in debt while I've had this YouTube channel. Healthcare, we had 20. We're gonna add, let's just add 5. My healthcare currently is just my medicine, which is about $55 per month for a thyroid medication. So now we have $25. So yeah, I haven't been in debt, but now I am, and it's kind of tricky trying to get out of it, but still live life. Y'all, if you're in debt, like I get it. It's tricky and it's difficult. I might start making some videos kind of on that content. If nothing else, just kind of putting down like how I'm handling it, like pen to paper, kind of showing you guys like this is how much I'm trying to allot towards debt and when I think I would be out of it. But it's not like I'm not in a hurry to like, well, let me backtrack. I spent a good month and a half trying to really hyper focus on debt. And then, yeah, let's go ahead and add, this is, I know we're in a month ahead binder, but we're just gonna keep working on this because this can be for whatever we want it to be. Once it's kind of filled out. I did try to, for a time, hyper focus on debt, but then I felt like we were missing out on a bunch of stuff and it just overwhelmed me because we also stopped cash stuffing. I pulled all the money. I don't know that I really should have done that because this is highly motivating for me and it helps me. So I'm kind of changing my tune a little bit. I'm no longer hyper focusing on the debt, and I'm just trying to come up with a plan that's going to get me out of debt by the end of the year. So we will see. And when I say I'm not into debt like more than $5,000, I think I have a few $1,000s sitting in debt that I just can't seem to shake. But we can talk about that another time. We did just add $25. We got to color in another spot for the 1 month ahead, 20, 40, 45, 50. Okay, so the only things left are saving for gas money for a full month. And then if we might do one more, like have enough for one more. Some of these ones might just roll over though, because I don't want to stack one envelope full of ones just for the heck of it, because then it's going to be all bulky and weird. So yeah, that's kind of what's going on with me. I am trying to get better about filming every 3rd day. So far I've been doing pretty good. This video is coming up a day late, but whatever. Like I didn't disappear for 2 weeks. So I'm considering it a win. We now have $5 towards a month ahead on gas money. And I'm feeling really, really good about where we're at. We are also, I say we, y'all know I'm a single mom, but my parents live on this property with me. My parents are helping me build up the warehouse. So it's like in the makings right now, which I'm very excited about, which means we will be able to get back to some office content and I can kind of better show you guys what I'm working on for the shop. 1, 2, 3, 4. We're gonna put $4 in towards the 14, colored in the 14. If I'm repeating myself, I'm so sorry. I got such bad sleep last night, but I am working on some new products for the shop. So I'm not super worried about my income at this point. Like, I'm not worried long term. It's just like when I move, I take off of work because I am only one person and I like need to move. And yesterday I was putting together furniture. So every single time I move, it throws me way off as far as like work schedule goes. I make less products, I make less videos. So of course my income takes a hit, right? But I am working on some new products that I'm very excited about. 1, 2, 3. I'm gonna stuff the 3 here that I think you guys are also gonna be very excited about. So like there is hope on the horizon, and I do have some plans on how I'm going to pick my income back up and sort of revitalize the business and like I said, make some studio vlogs and some business content. So I think that's going to help. Oh, this is perfect. So $4 also. We'll go ahead and color that in. So yeah, that's kind of where I'm at with life. Let me know, like I said in the comments, where you guys are at, what you're doing, how you're doing. I hope that everybody is back in like the back to school swing of things, and it's an exciting season of life and not a stressful one. We're homeschooling, of course, but we have a bunch of programs that we are involved in, and those all starting next week, and then I think the rest of them start the next week. So we're also in the swing of back to school, which is very exciting for us. As always, thank you so much for being here. I love you guys. I appreciate you, and I'll see you again soon. Bye-bye.